Hello students. Today in our biology session we are going to start a new chapter, that is kingdom classification. In this chapter kingdom classification we will talk about the variety in living organisms existing on the earth. This variety of living organisms is known as biodiversity. So, what is biodiversity? Biodiversity is a term used to describe the enormous variety of life or living organisms on the earth. Biodiversity refers to every living thing, including plants, bacteria, animals, humans, means all types of living organisms. Scientists have estimated that there are around 8.7 million species of plants and animals in existence. However, only around 1.2 million species have been identified till now and described so far, most of which are insects. This means that millions of other organisms remain a complete mystery. So within the 8.7 million, only 1.2 million species have been identified. Others remain a complete mystery, means till now not identified. So I think you have understood that how many different varieties are existing in our earth, the living organisms variety. Now, what is the importance of biodiversity, or why it is so important? Our healthy ecosystems clean our water, purify our air, maintain our soil, regulate the climate, recycle the nutrients, and provide us with food. Biodiversity is the key indicator of the health of an ecosystem. A wide variety of species will cope better with threats than a limited number of them in large population. So, how many species are there in an ecosystem means the biodiversity that actually indicates that how much healthy the ecosystem is, means the species number when will increase, the ecosystem will sustain in a greater way, better way. Now, biodiversity boosts ecosystem productivity, where each species, no matter how small, all have an important role to play. Means in our ecosystem, each and every species, maybe it is small or large, all have an important role. For example, a larger number of plant species means a greater variety of crops. Greater species diversity ensures natural sustainability for all life forms. Just now I have told you that the number of species, the number of variety of species actually will indicate the health of an ecosystem. If the species variety will increase, the sustainability of the ecosystem or for all life forms will increase. Now next topic we will talk about, that is taxonomy. What is taxonomy? Taxonomy is the branch of biology mainly dealing with identifying, naming, describing and classifying the organisms. So first identify, then giving the name, then describe and then classify. These all things are there in the branch of biology, that is taxonomy. Now who is the father of taxonomy? The scientist named Carolus Linnaeus. Very important name. So Linnaeus is known as the father of modern biological classification or the father of taxonomy. Now next is the classification of life. What do you mean by the term classification in biology? Biological classification is the process by which scientists group living organisms based on their similar and dissimilar characteristics and structural relationships. Means it is the systemic grouping system of living organisms based on, means according to their similarity and dissimilarity, and also structural relationships. Previously, similarity was determined by examining only the physical characteristics of an organism, but in the modern classification, it uses a variety of techniques, mainly including genetic analysis. Previously, it was done on the basis of physical characteristics. Nowadays, modern classification is based on the genetic analysis, the gene analysis. Now, what are the importance of classification? First, it helps in the identification of living organisms as well as it helps in studying the diversity of living organisms. Next, to understand and study the features, similarities and differences between different living organisms and how they are grouped under different categories. Because according to the similarities and differences only they are classified. So by which characteristics they are classified or they are differentiated, this characteristics can be understood. It proves the common ancestry of all living organisms, means by this we can understand that all living organisms are coming from a common ancestor organism. It helps to improve the quality of plants by choosing correct and desirable plants. Means by the characteristics only we can choose the better or the correct or desirable plants, and we can cross them to get the quality, better quality of the plants. So by the time so many scientists, we can call them taxonomists, means the scientists, those who are dealing with taxonomy. So the taxonomists classify the living organisms in different ways. So first classification system is two kingdom classification. The scientist or taxonomist Carolus Linnaeus, who is known as the father of taxonomy, just now we have discussed. So Linnaeus in 1758 proposed the two kingdom classification. Now what are the two kingdoms? First is Plantae, second one is Animalia. So kingdom Plantae, kingdom Animalia. So all living organisms are divided into two kingdoms. First is kingdom Plantae. The main characteristics of the kingdom Plantae are they are able to make their own food because they contain chlorophyll pigment. They have a cell wall. They are sedentary, means non-motile, fixed to a substratum or medium. Next, kingdom Animalia. The main characteristics of this kingdom is they can't make the food by themselves. They are heterotrophs. They don't have any cell wall and they are motile or can move from one place to another place. So by that, today we are ending our session. In our next session, we will discuss about the other kingdom classification system. Till then, bye and have a nice day.